Hi dear children, I am teacher Geeta. This is grade 10 physics radioactive decay. The last video I explained about the radioactive emission, the three types of particles alpha, beta, gamma. Now we have to discuss about radioactive decay. What is meant by radioactive decay? Radioactive decay is the process by which the nucleus of an unstable atom loses energy by emitting ionizing particles and emit radiation. This radioactive decay is the breakdown of an unstable nuclei. Although it is a random process and there is a constant probability. Parent nuclei undergoing radioactive decay, that's producing a huge amount of energy in the form of heat and light, and the particles are produced. So if an isotope is radioactive, it has an unstable arrangement of neutrons and protons in the nuclei. That is why it's going radioactive decay. But the emission of an alpha particle or beta particle make the nucleus more stable, but alters the numbers of proton and neutrons in it. So it becomes the nucleus of a different element. The original nucleus is called the parent nucleus, and the nucleus formed is called the daughter nucleus. The daughter nucleus and any emitted particle are the decay products. So here it is showing the alpha decay. First one is the parent, then daughter and emitted particle, and parent nucleus, daughter and beta particle. Here parent nucleus, daughter and gamma rays. So the nucleus formed is the daughter or original nucleus is called the parent nucleus, and the nucleus formed is daughter nucleus, and the daughter nucleus and the emitted particles are called the decay products. Now here is the examples of radioactive decays. What is, first I explained about alpha decay. Here it is radium-226, decay by alpha emission. So here it is the loss of an alpha particle leaves the nucleus with 2 protons and 2 neutrons less than before. And so the mass number drops to 222 and the atomic number 86. The radon has an atomic number of 86. So radon is the new element formed. The decay of alpha particle here, radium undergoing radioactive decay, it is producing radon and alpha particle. Next one is the beta decay. The beta decay, here it is carbon 14, it undergoing beta radiations. Here it is a neutron changes into a proton and an electron and an uncharged almost massless relative to the electron called an antineutron. It is producing an antineutrino. And the electron and the antineutron leave the nucleus at high speed, as a proton has replaced a neutron in the nucleus. So the atomic number rises. But here it is, atomic number it is 6, atomic number rises to 7. This is about beta decay. The gamma emission by itself causes no change in the mass number. So here it is mass number 93. The daughter nucleus also have mass number 99. So 99 here it is. So gamma emission by itself causes no change in mass number or atomic number. Now we are going to discuss about half-life. What do you mean by half-life? The activity of a radioactive substance decreases over time but never reaches zero. It is decreases its so half-life of a radioactive isotope is the time taken for half the nuclei to decay, or the time taken for the activity to half. So here half-life of a radioactive element means the time taken for half the radioatoms in the element to disintegrate. Here the picture it is showing to here 100, this one is up to going to it is 50. This is half-life, half of that one, first half-life, and up to here it is coming here up to this one is second half-life, and this is third half-life, like that. So the time taken by the radiation from the element to drop to half its original level, that is called the half-life of a radioactive isotope. And now the effect of ionizing radiation on living things. So we know that before the last video I explained about the radioactive emissions, the characteristics and the dangerous, how it is dangerous. You know that alpha particle, if it is inside the body only it is dangerous, but gamma and beta, if it is outside the body, is also dangerous. So in these effects it is happening. Look now, production of free radicals resulting in tissue damage, that is, it is causing mutation or cancer. Energy of ionizing radiation absorbed and converted into chemical energy, causing abnormal chemical reactions, and this may affect the DNA, and therefore the cell functions failure and cell division, and future cell division also is going and leading to cancer or birth abnormality also happening. And the fourth one is high dose may damage the membrane and enzymes, causing reduced function and possibly death also will happen. But these are the effect of ionizing radiation on living things. Now, what are the safety precautions? Now you understand how much dangerous this radioactive emission, so we should be careful. And so what are the safety precautions we have to take? We keep exposure time to as short as possible, and monitor exposure with a film dose badge, and label radioactive sources clearly. Store radioactive sources in shielded containers, and wear protective clothing. Use tongs or a robotic arm to handle radioactive materials. But these are the safety precautions we have to take. Okay, now we finish our portion, class 10 physics portion. I think all of you understand. Watch all the videos, and I will send the worksheets and the notes.